Okay, good evening. This is Hejin Lee. Here is a chart for BitBean, BITB. This analysis was requested by Melip, who is a new reader of my blog. So I thank you very much for coming to take a look at my posts, and I'll be happy to do a detailed analysis of BitBean. Before I continue also, as I do every Sunday night, I'm just showing a preview of the current status. The top 3 to 5 top voters for my blogs will get an individual consult with me for about half an hour to really have a customized session designed and specific for you and as to what you want, your specific questions, portfolio assessments. It can even be used for coaching sessions on Elliott wave counting, technical analysis as well. The only caveat is it'll only have to stay within cryptos. I don't want to really delve into stocks and bonds or precious metals, although I can. But that will be a separate session if you desire that I can have with you outside of this. So I don't know if you can see this so far. Again, Michelle is the top. K Nurki, DK in Jack is a new third place. Alexis was last week third place. So I think tomorrow night I will do the final selection and notify you. I might pick maybe a total of 5, I think. And I will notify you to see if we can maybe have a Skype session for a consult. And I'm pretty confident it'll be time well spent. I believe the people who had consult with me last week would probably agree that it was time well spent. Okay? So this is it for now. Now going back to BitBean. Here's a clean chart. I always begin with a clean chart because having labels from a prior analysis, while it is good to have to remember and recall, I think a clean chart, even though it's a pain to relabel everything, enables me to have aha moments of discernments that I otherwise might not have gotten just by having all of it already pre-labeled. So let's take a look at the Elliott wave counts first. For those of you who are new to my blog, welcome. For those of you who are very new to technical analysis as well, before I start, I just want to let you know I use really 3 techniques. One is called the Elliott wave analysis. The other one is called chart pattern recognition. And the third one is called, the indicator that I use is called MACD, moving average convergent divergence. So about 1997, I started doing technical analysis using just chart patterns. Over 15 years ago, then I started using Elliott wave analysis just by itself. It didn't work too well, and then I started combining the two, Elliott wave analysis and the chart pattern, which has been working pretty well for me since then, growing wealth and profits as well. So here it is. Let's take a look at just the chart for now and do some Elliott wave counts. If I do a count here, here's wave 1, here's wave 2, wave 3, 4, and 5. Now, I have been saying this in as many times as possible. in that if you look at equities, if you look at stocks, you see their waves typically like this. Okay. Now in Elliott waves, just to give you an intro, there are 5 waves in Elliott waves. Each wave is interrelated to each other. 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, etc. And they are interrelated by the Fibonacci ratio, the golden ratio of 0.618, which has integral functional role in not only all of our biology, nature, physics, even at the atomic scales, molecular biology, protein-protein interactions, enzymatic kinetics, how even the vortex of our galaxies turn, how the seashells are formed. Fibonacci ratio has an integral functional role in all of those processes and states. And price movements is no different. What is price movement except a reflection of sentiment? And what is sentiment except really the expression of a dual nature of fear and greed? And what is behind that fear and greed is but thought. There's a famous saying, as I've consistently said, what are words but symbols of symbols, hence twice removed from reality? So what is technical analysis but a reflective measurement of a reflection of sentiment, hence twice removed from reality? This is why technical analysis, which measures a reflection of sentiment, which shows up in price bars, is never perfect. It is always prone to needed readjustments, recounts, and what have you. But even sentiment moves according to Fibonacci ratio. And R.N. Elliott in the early 1900s, mid-1900s, figured out that sentiment can be charted in waves of 5. And that's what he called 5-wave impulse. And sure enough, look at this. I just charted 5 waves in this price chart. Now, Elliott wave also states that everything has a system and structure. When there is a completion of 5 waves, those 5 waves must be followed by an ABC 3-wave correction. No ands or buts about it. It has to be followed by, if you count 5 waves, you can expect the requisite 3-wave correction or retracement. Okay, now in stocks, wave 3 is the extended, the longest. You'll see like this. And when wave 3 is the longest, wave 1 and 5 are about the same. If not, then usually either wave 5 is 1.68 times longer than wave 1, or 0.681 length of wave 1, or equal. Or wave 1 could be 0.618 Fibonacci ratio of 5, wave 5's length, or 1.618 length of wave 5. So, having said that, in stocks, wave 3 is the longest. But just take a look at it here. Which one is the longest extended? It's wave 5. I think the more I have been counting cryptos because I have been Elliott wave counting equities for quite a while. And then when I started doing cryptos, I started noticing certain unique personality features, and that is cryptos like BitBean, ETH, ZEC. They have very strong propensity to extend their fifth waves like this phenomenally. And it goes near vertical almost always. Near vertical. Now, when the fifth wave, like here in BitBean, is so extended, then that means the correction is going to be very deep. Because look, anything that goes vertical doesn't end very well, usually. But here's 5 waves also. And what did I say here? 5 waves must require a 3-wave retrace. Look at this retrace. Do we have a 3-wave retrace? Let's see. You can say from here, you have A, B, C. A, B, and C. You can say this is C. So it's done. The correction is finished. But usually when wave 5 is extended like this, the correction is deeper than this. Correction for wave C here is at the level of prior wave 4. But when the wave 5 is extended so dramatically and goes near vertical, wave C usually goes to wave 2. As low as wave 2. So somewhere here, let's say. Like so. So I think what this is the A. This is the B. Okay? So it's really A, B. It's got more, a little more to go. Anywhere I'd say below A would be the finish point for the correction for ABC. That is what would be my assessment on this from a primary price pathway discernment point of view. Now, it is possible. It is possible that this could be C. But if it's the end of the C, after an A, B, C, what is the first indication that the correction is done? The first indication is a reversal. But that reversal can't be overlapping like this. That's what you're getting. Everything is very overlapped. See? There's no real direction. There's no real impulse direction. It's very overlapped. When it's very overlapped, it's still very corrective, which makes me think that C is somewhere here, that this bottom is actually A, and the B is right here too. So the first sign of a correction that's complete you want to look for on a wave is a 5-wave impulse. That's not what I see here. It's very overlapped. In fact, if I subcount the A, the B, and the C, I can subcount very 3-wave strokes. A, B, C. Make it white to differentiate. So a red must have subwaves of an ABC itself, because it's a corrective wave. This has to be A, B, C. So B must have also A, B, C subwaves. And this wave C always has 5 waves down. Oops, no. Wave C has 5 wave impulse. And if we try to count 5 waves here, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Okay, so still the price is somewhere in this zone of wave 2. In fact, anywhere below A would be acceptable. Okay. Having said that, I mentioned earlier that I combine Elliott waves with chart patterns. So let's draw some lines. So here's strong trend, support, right on this line. Okay. Let's get rid of these for now. Let's just look at the trend lines for now. And look for a pattern. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason why I'm drawing this is because there is, after 5 waves, like here, after 5 waves, there are 3 types of corrections. One is called a zigzag, where there's 5 subwaves, 3 and 5. They're called 5, 3, 5. The other is called a flat, 3, 3, 5. And the other is called a triangle. That's the third type. So the other one is a triangle type, which is why I'm drawing this triangle here. So all the ABC I drew could be now lifted out, and let's look at the pattern. Here is a symmetrical triangle. So we're on an uptrend. So we're on an uptrend and it's coming down and forming a triangle pattern. So here, these subwaves of 5 become subwaves of 1. Just like here, wave 1 led to wave 2. So this blue level wave 1 has to lead to wave 2. And this A, B, C, D, E can become the subwaves of wave 2. 1, 2. Now here, wave 1, wave 2. What came after wave 2? Wave 3. So here's wave 1, Wave 2. Wave 3 has to come. And was wave 2 shorter than wave 1? No. Was wave 3 shorter than wave 1? No, it has to be higher. Here's wave 1, blue, wave 2, blue. Wave 3 has to be higher. And you might be wondering, how do I know when to stop my drawing of the wave 3? Well, if wave 1 was here, I'm going to extend it by 50% or maybe 0.61%, 1.618. So this wave 3 will be about 1.618 of 1. And in cryptos, that's what I'm usually seeing. Okay, so if this is wave 3, we can then say BitBean could have a target of 0.018 cents. Or 185. This is significant because Elliott wave shows, just like I did in the white here, 1, 2, 3. After wave 1 and 2, here's the blue, 1 and 2. 3 must follow. Now in this support line, I see a couple of spike down, breaking this bottom support. When it does that, when it pierces support but comes right back in, pierces it but comes right back in, that's called a bullish wick. When it pierces the top and comes back in, pierces the top and comes back in, that's called a bearish wick, like a candle wick. It's the way of supply and demand getting rid of weak hands. Just flushing them out. Flushing out the weak hands. Right now it's doing the A, B, C, D, E to get enough mojo. Cocked and ready and loaded to help drive this wave 3 up. The wave of BitBean is 0.002557. So that means if prices come up here, that's 720%. And you might be saying, okay, really? By February? That quick? It can go 700% by February? Remember when I told you earlier there are certain features about cryptos that I see in Elliott waves that I don't really see in equities? Well, this is another trend. Look how wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 happened very quickly in middle of April to finished in June, early June, 3 months. And then from June to now, 5 months, 1.5, nice Fibonacci number, took to do the correction. Wave 1 had 5 waves. Wave 2 had A, B, C, D, E corrective waves. Wave 3 will itself also have 5 waves. and it will go fast. Maybe not near vertical like here, but it will go faster than the correction. I hope this video analysis has been helpful, and I hope I have earned the right to ask you for your upvote, follow, and/or re-steam. If you have any questions, please do post. And tomorrow night, I'll be letting you guys know which of the 3 to 5 highest upvoters I'd be looking forward to speaking to on an individual one-on-one consult. Okay, thank you. Have a good night.